learned at an early age that exercise hated me just as much as I hated it. When I was about 5 years old, my parents had a treadmill in their bedroom that I think me and my 3 siblings used for play more than they did for actual exercise. One Saturday afternoon, after we came home from town, me and my 2 older brothers were playing on it. And whenever we talk about this story now, 10 years later, they swear on everything that is holy that they discouraged me to get on it. But I got on it, and they started turning up the speed to where I was actually having to run. Now, I've always been a little bit chubby and a whole lot unathletic, so when they turned it up to about 7 miles per hour, I felt like I was going 20. I ran as quickly and as long as my little legs would carry me, but eventually I fell. I didn't fall backwards into the comfort of my brother's arms. I didn't fall to the sides where we had safely put pillows. I fell face first, hit the control panel, and then slid the entire way down. Essentially, my injuries from this was that I got a rug burn across the entirety of my face, and it hurt a lot. So I started crying like the dramatic child that I was, and my mom and sister rushed in from the kitchen where they were eating their snacks to see what was wrong. My mother carried me into the bathroom to check it out in better lighting, which was the second big mistake that we had made during that day. I was a vain child. I absolutely loved myself, and so whenever I saw myself cry, I felt so hurt and so offended that something so magnificent and so beautiful was crying, and I would go absolutely ballistic. So I did. I started screaming, crying, kicking, and it terrified my sister, who was looking over me, examining my skin. She dropped her queso and her chip onto my face, which burnt so badly, but that didn't even feel slightly awful compared to the fact that I believed that I was going to have a yellow and pico stained face for forever. Of course I didn't, and they got it off immediately, and they cleaned it out, and I was all right. But it took about 3 weeks for my skin to start healing and going back to normal, and being in kindergarten and looking like the Thing from Fantastic Four is not a good, it's just not good. And so I got bullied a lot for it, and it made me terrified of treadmills, and to this day, I'm kind of terrified of treadmills because I thought for forever that it was going to physically deform me, and I blame any abnormality on my face to it. So my nose is crooked. Oh, it's because I fell on that treadmill when I was little, even though that has little to no correlation. And so I'm still scared to go on those little running things, and I'm still a funny conversation to have within my family whenever we get bored.